How's it going, everybody? This is Dale from Upstate Bets and DFS. I'm here with my partner Reoz. We got another three-game slate here on Thursday, so a little bit of a decent day over here on Wednesday. We've had a pretty good week so far. Wish we can, capitalize a little bit better on today's slate. The games are really close and really fun to watch so far. Really can't complain about some good games compared to Tuesday's games, which were just absolutely blowouts. The Pelicans game was good, but it sucks to see Devin Booker get injured there. Either way, though, I like the games that we got going on here on this Thursday. Really excited to get to it. I want to thank you guys really for all the support you guys been leaving us down in the comment section below. We love the comments. We love the likes. All you guys that have been showing us support, thank you for that. If you decide to support us a little bit further, we do offer some Patreon content for $20 a month. And Riaz, tell them about that.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going over on the Patreon. We give two picks each here. We give about three or four each over on the Patreon every single night. We do not miss a day, Monday through Sunday. We also got some MLB content going on over on the Patreon. I know we're not doing any videos, so if you want to find out who we're on for MLB, definitely check out the Patreon. I know it's getting towards the end of the month, but we're just pushing out so much content over on the Patreon that, really anytime you sign up, other than really the last couple of days of April, you're really getting your money's worth. So you can find it at patreon.com/upstate. Everything will be linked in the description below. And also check out the free Discord. Absolutely free. A ton of guys in there. We got a ton of guys hitting in there. So I highly recommend joining that free Discord. And that will also be linked in the description below.
Yeah, I forgot to mention too, the sponsor of today's video obviously is PrizePicks. If you want to sign up for PrizePicks, sign up using promo code Upstate. A ton of people have used the code so far, so thank you to all you guys who've used the code. They'll match you dollar for dollar all the way up to $100. So on your first deposit, if you put in 100, you get 100 back to play with. If you want to put in 20, 40, 50, 60, however you want to do it, they'll match that all the way up to 100. So really cool way to play over here. You can mix and match sports. They got college sports, esports, you name it. PrizePicks is doing it. So really fun way to dive in and watch the game, get involved in the game a little bit further, and your chance to win some cash over here on Upstate. We're going to help you out here. So I got two picks. Riaz got two picks as well. Let's dive right in. My first guy in the points category is going to be Nikola Jokic here at 29.5 points. I know it seems pretty high here. He's pretty much, I think, the highest on the slate, maybe besides for Ja and or Donovan Mitchell as well. But I really love Jokic here. Going back to Denver, his home and away splits are pretty significant this year. He's averaging 26 on the road this year. He's averaging 28.1 at home. He struggled in these games so far, but Golden State kind of, I want to say, blew him out in the past two games, but they were kind of 20-point wins. So I guess you can, they pretty much blew him out. In the second game, Jokic only played 28 minutes. I expect Jokic to go out there and play 40 minutes in this game. They need his production. They need him to score. I was looking at his PRA, it's sitting at 50, and I was like, I got to go points here because he needs to put the ball in the bucket. He got to the line a couple times last game, too, hit all 8 of his free throws, which was nice to see. And especially the way he ended the season at home. He was averaging 35.4 points at home in the last 5 games in the season, 31.1 in his last 10 games in the season at home. So I think they're going to need Jokic here. They're going to need to lean on probably the MVP of the league this year. Once again, this is pretty much the end of the series if they can't win this one. So I'm going to rely on the stud here, Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. And I'm going to stay in the same game with Draymond Green. I'm going to take his under here at 8.5. If you just look at his season stats, he's at 67% hit rate, 4 unders at this line. And when you really look at Steph Curry coming off the bench, playing 22, 23 minutes, scoring 34 points. Jordan Poole scoring 28. And then you don't even talk about Andrew Wiggins scoring upside, Klay Thompson. Draymond Green's really not out there to score, and it's really shown in his last couple of games. I know the first game he had 12. Even before the playoffs, he had 12 against the Spurs, 10 against the Lakers, but his line's sitting at 8.5. And the fact that, really his high games are 12, 10 points, and last game he had 6. So I really like this under. He's really not out there to score. He's there to play defense. He's there to get all the rest of the shooters the ball. And we talked about it pretty much all season. Draymond Green is not a scorer, so I'm going to rely on him not putting the ball in the basket, and I feel really confident about taking this under.
Yeah, not to mention, too, there always could be some foul trouble he can get into as well. That's always a possibility, playing someone that, in the big man position, going against Jokic as well, too. Jokic can draw some fouls on him, so I like the under there on that pick. Draymond struggled to score all year. Well, not going to say struggle, it just doesn't look to score, I should say, rather. So I do like that pick there. I'm going to top the three-pointers made. I can't seem to faint Anthony Edwards here. I mean, I know the struggles last game. He probably would have hit his points prop if he stayed in the game. I'd imagine he would have. They got blown out bad. They're going back to Minnesota here. They took one in Memphis, which is what they needed to do. I don't know if this series is going to stay close, but if they can win this game, I really might change my opinion because this is going to be a big game going back to Minnesota. The players are going to be really hyped. And Anthony Edwards has just been striping the ball from deep. Really has been. I mean, the 3 games he played against Memphis, even before the playoffs, played really well. I mean, he was hitting 4 threes, 5 and 5 in the 3 games against Memphis he played, not even in the playoffs. And speaking about the playoffs and the play-in, he's taken 32 attempts so far between those 3 games against the Clippers and Memphis twice. That's a lot of attempts. That's like Steph type production from deep. 32 attempts is what you're looking for from a guy like this. The game drop, about 4.5 points total was 240 in the second game. Now it's at 236 going back to Minnesota. I do think that it's going to be a little bit closer than what it was. Minnesota's going to try to steal this one, make this, a pretty tight series, but I'm going to rely on Anthony Edwards here because even if he does struggle to score, I know he's going to have the production from deep. I know he's going to put up shots from deep. So even if he goes out there and has 15 to 18 points, I know a couple of those are at least going to come from deep. So this is my guy here. I'm going to ride with him.
Really like that pick. The last guy I'm going to go with is Rudy Gobert over at the PRA. His line's sitting at 29.5, and we know Luka's up in the air. I think he is going to come back, or at least try to come back in this game, but Rudy Gobert's got to get the ball in the basket. I mean, that's really been the really only downside of his performances in the first 2 games is he just can't seem to find the basket. He's been grabbing a ton of rebounds. We know he can rack up 2 or 3 assists. He's not really looking to make plays for his teammates, but over the course of the season, I mean, he was sitting at 68% hit rate on this over at his PRA line, and we know there's no true center on this Dallas team. I mean, Dallas is a very kind of weird team. Really only having Luka. I mean, Jalen Brunson plays very well. He just went out and dropped 41, and obviously Spencer Dinwiddie. But down low, there's no one to really stop Rudy Gobert. We know Donovan Mitchell and just this Jazz team is very strange in the playoffs. They always get a good seed, but they can't really seem to find wins. But it all stems through Rudy Gobert. If he can find just 16, 17 points, I mean, there's no way this Dallas team will ever beat them. And I think this is the night where he does go off. He drops 17 points, grabs 17 rebounds. It just has a monster performance. So really excited to see him play tonight. I really like this over.
Yeah, especially going back to Utah, man. Guy that performs better at home as well. I do think Gobert is going to put up more shots. They need him to. I really expect Gobert to have a big game, not only in the points, but on the glass as well. So love the PRA here. I like the picks here, man. We're going with the under here, which we typically don't do. Reoz is a guy, I mean, you sprinkle him in a little bit there, Reoz. But I'd like the Draymond pick for sure, man. I'm really excited to get to this slate. It's going to be a good one. Hopefully get some good games. We do some betting stuff over on the Patreon as well, too, if you're interested in some like sportsbook stuff. I'm going to be posting a little bit of bets for tomorrow as well. We do some UFC stuff as well over there. For the pay-per-views too. So tons of stuff going on. Thank you guys for all the support. If there's a prop that we missed, someone that you want to talk about, if more lines come out, someone that you want to discuss and you want to know our opinion on, drop it down below. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.